Dan Lanning did nothing more than give Colorado a hard dose of reality, and what I like to call, he hit them with the cold hard facts.
Do you remember them winning anything? I don't remember them winning anything.
Ooh, what do y'all think about that? Oh. Clap it up, clap it up. It's August. No need to fear. College football match is here. Don't hit me up. Don't text me for the next, I'd say about, 6-7 months? August is here. College football is near. Now, I know what you're sitting there saying, well, Matt, college football really don't start till the end of August. And yes, that is a fair point, but we all know this. These next couple of weeks are about to fly by. No question about it. They're going to fly by. I'm going to try to go golfing 1, maybe 2 more times before the season, and after that on the weekends, yep, I'm going to be sitting on the couch 14 hours a day. Well, actually, I'll be in the man cave for some of that too. And by the way, got some additions to the man cave I got to show y'all in a video coming up. But that is a different video for a different day. In today's video, August, it's already starting out hot. We already got a controversy with Dan Lanning and Deion Sanders in Colorado. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, my Colorado fans, I love you guys to death, but I'm on Dan Lanning's side on this situation. And I also like this from a competitive standpoint because this gets me hyped up and ready to go for football as well. We're going to talk all about that in today's video. Another minor topic we're going to speak on is 5-star wide receiver Perry Thompson, who flipped from Alabama to Auburn. He has said one of the most ridiculous things ever. And I'm just going to pray and hope that he doesn't actually believe this because he is sadly mistaken. We're going to speak on that. And oh yeah, as to when I'm speaking today, Arizona is having what most are labeling as an emergency meeting with the Big 12. Or not emergency, what's the word I'm looking for? More so of like a random meeting. It was out of the blue. As to what they're going to talk about, who knows, but a lot of people are speculating that Arizona might join the Big 12 today. We're not really going to talk about that, but did want to share that with y'all because I know a lot of you are keeping up with this conference realignment stuff just like me, myself, and I. So if you do like keeping up with stuff like that, people are talking about it all day, every day on Twitter, but alright, Matt, blah, blah, blah. Shut the crap up. Now without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, let's get this out of the way. I only want to speak on this for about a minute or two. We already talked all about it, made a completely separate video talking about the situation. Hugh Freeze and Auburn, they're doing a heck of a job on the recruiting trail. About a week ago, they flipped a 5-star linebacker from Georgia, and then a couple days after that, they flipped a 5-star wide receiver from Alabama. And why it's so impressive to me is, not only did you land 2 5-star recruits, but you flipped them from 2 of the best programs in the country. We've talked all about that, but check out what the 5-star wide receiver Perry Thompson, who was originally committed to Alabama, had to say as to why he chose Auburn. Quote unquote, I know Nick Saban specializes with DBs, and my main position is receiver. Yes, you're 100% right on that, but then he states, and Hugh Freeze has got a background of developing receivers at a higher level? What? 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 That's all I know to say. I mean, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I'm just going to go to the replies because I know somebody's going to write it. Yep, well, you know, right here. Saban versus Freeze, wide receiver development at a high level. I'll just let you take a look at this list right here. Nick Saban's had some of the best wide receivers of all time. Off the top of my head, Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, dang near Amari Cooper. He was a top 5 pick, wasn't he? Calvin Ridley, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, Henry Ruggs, Mechie, and then Williams. I just don't understand that. It's not even his opinion. It's just wrong. Somebody said, translation, I didn't want to say they paid me a lot of money to commit there, so I panicked and lied my butt off. Yeah, that's pretty much how I look at this. I don't know why he said this, but it's just so wrong in so many different ways. Everybody knows this. Alabama, in the past 10, 15 years, they're wide receiver U. Some people try to say, oh, well, that's Ohio State. Okay, even if you want to say Ohio State's wide receiver U number 1, well, Alabama's right behind them. But me personally, I think Alabama's had better wide receivers than Ohio State, but I'm not going to dive into that too much. So the point is, Alabama is great at developing wide receivers. And Hugh Freeze, on the other hand, isn't even known for developing wide receivers. I mean, what is this argument even about? I had to address that. Let me know your thoughts on that down below. I'm very curious. But now finally, moving on to the main topic, the main encore, the main reason you clicked onto this video. What's going on in the Pac-12? We got some beef. August 1st, man, August 1st, and we already got beef. I love it. I'd be sent a bit lying if I said I didn't love it, because I do. So we all know how recently Colorado, they fled from the Pac-12 and they're heading to the Big 12. We've already talked all about it. If you have no idea what's going on, you gotta be living under a rock. And everybody's been making a big hoopla about this, including myself, because of one person and one person only. Deion Sanders. Let's be honest, the only reason we care about Colorado is because of Deion Sanders. That's it. I even stated this a couple videos ago. If Deion Sanders didn't go to Colorado, we wouldn't even be talking about this. Who cares? A 1-11 team going to the Big 12, not a big deal. But since Deion's there, it changes everything. It's the Deion effect. And you understand why. He just brings in so many views, so much attention. Everybody wants to see how Colorado's going to do. A lot of people are rooting against him, and a lot of people are rooting for him. Therefore, that equals viewership. But I'll get to that in just a second. With all this hoopla going on, Oregon's head coach Dan Lanning stated this, quote unquote. He was asked about his reaction in Colorado, and he said, "Not a big reaction. I'm trying to remember what they won to affect this conference. Do you remember them winning anything?"
Not a big reaction. I mean, I'm trying to remember what they won to affect this conference. I don't remember. You remember them winning anything? I don't remember them winning anything.
Now, when I first saw this, I was like, well, is this even hater energy? Because he's 100% right. He's 1,000% right. Whenever I talk about a situation like I'm doing now for any video, I always put myself in that person's shoes. And if I was in Dan Lanning's shoes, I would be feeling the same exact way. Why in the heck would I care? Colorado's 1-11. They're terrible. Who cares? Colorado was the worst team in the conference last year. So it's not like this is some big deal. This isn't like Alabama leaving the SEC. This isn't like Texas and Oklahoma leaving the Big 12. This is the worst team in the conference departing. And I've seen a lot of people say, oh, well, he's jealous of Deion. Oh, well, he's hating. He's doing this, blah, 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 blah. But he's right. What has Colorado done in the past couple of years? Nothing. And y'all know me, I'm a professional overreactor, but I don't even know how I can try to hype this up because here's how I see it. I don't consider this throwing quote-unquote shade because there is no shade. He just straight up told you, oh yeah, not worried about Colorado, they suck. Translation, that's what he said. Colorado hasn't done anything, they don't win, they suck. Why would I care? And there's something about that I respect so much. He didn't flinch, he didn't stutter, he was like, yep, don't care, they're not good. And whether you like this or not, I'm going to emphasize this. He's right. Take Deion out of this. Take all the new recruits and all the hype away. Why would anyone actually care about losing Colorado? Seriously, why would anyone care? To go along with that, a couple months ago, a anonymous Pac-12 coach stated this. And this is about Deion Sanders, by the way. Either he's going to be really good really fast and leave for another gig, or they're going to be bad and they'll end up firing him in a big circus. I think you know where I'm about to go with this. A lot of people are speculating and assuming, oh yeah, that more than likely was Dan Lanning since he came out and stated this. I don't know about all of that, but here's what I do know. That Oregon and Colorado matchup just got 10 times more interesting. They do play each other this year, right? Let me pull it up just to double check. They don't play each other. I'm going to be pissed. Oh, yeah, they do play each other. Oh, they play in less than 2 months. They play on September 23rd. Oh, what do y'all think about that? Let's see what ESPN's talking about, the early analytics. Okay, Oregon has a 95.9% chance to win this game. So going off of that, I'm going to assume Oregon's going to be about a 22-24 point favorite. And the game is also in Eugene, Oregon. That's going to be exciting, but who am I kidding? Every single Colorado game is going to be exciting. I will not miss a single one. No way. I'm almost more excited to watch Colorado play than I am my own team in Alabama. I'm very curious, though. If you're a Colorado fan, how do you feel about Dan Lanning saying that? Do you take offense to it, or do you look at it like, yeah, he's right, we have sucked? I want to see what y'all got to say, but with all that being said, here's how I view this situation. Dan Lanning did nothing more than give Colorado a hard dose of reality, and what I like to call, he hit them with the cold hard facts. I will say this, though. Although Colorado is currently not a top 25 team, when it comes to revenue they're going to bring in, they're in the top 25. And whether you believe this or not, it is a cold, hard fact. That's all these conferences care about. Money. I firmly believe that Colorado will be one of the top 10 teams that is most watched in the 2023 season. They're going to bring in revenue, so although, yeah, they didn't really contribute anything to the Pac-12 winning-wise, when it comes to money, yeah, I think the Pac-12 will miss them. As long as Deion Sanders is there, people are going to watch. That's all we got for this video. Let me know in the comment section if y'all want me to talk about this Arizona and Big 12 situation maybe later tonight if I can get to that. But, yeah, let me know your thoughts down below about that.